making a duck in neon is not as easy as you would think. But if you don't look at it like a duck, and you just look at it like a line, can you bend that line? If you can bend that line, you can bend a duck. So a lot of times you follow your duck pattern. But when you're doing production, you get it to where you can just do a couple squiggles, not even think about the duck, and then you'll have a duck when you're done. My apprentice was having problems struggling with the duck, so I broke it down easier. Another way, an easier way you can do it. You gotta simplify it sometimes. I'm gonna do this arc first. 10 mil glass heats up like a noodle, so I'm doing half the bend, half the arc. Heat up your ends a little more because it curves more at the end. It just helps the glass flow better with my burner anyways. This is 10 mil rich blue, I think. Horizon blue. I don't know. Use the block to take some of the heat off the top of the glass and keep pressure in the, or keep it flat, really. Keep pressure. That's what this is for. Since this end is hot, you just kind of keep that out of the fire a little bit till the other end starts moving. See how that end's starting to move just slightly. Did it move? I always like to bend away from myself if I can. Anytime I can, I will bend away. Block. I just marked one line, but I'm going to do like a curve. It's not really a 90. And this glass is really hot, so it's going to be ready really quick. Curve it around. This is the beak area. But we are going to skip the beak bend and bend the rest of it. Sometimes you have to simplify it. All this glass is really hot, so I'm kind of heating up next to that glass. And then once I, again, notice this glass to get hot, move it over. When you're doing archy bends with 10 mil, you can stay really close to the burner or the fire. When we were at Jeep Fest, people were like, "Where's the green ducks?" The new green glass doesn't look green. So I thought I had some green, and I don't. So now I'm doing a 90. I will find some green glass to make some green ducks. Maybe I'll get some emerald green. Emerald green is twice as expensive as regular green. Sorry, I didn't mean to burp. I just slammed the water. The flame is just loud, isn't it? And can't fight it. So your bend puff. I don't know why that got way over there. I'm trying to visualize where the center of this arc is out here on my glass. And then I'll mark where the bend stops and multiply that onto the other side so I can complete this arc. Do the center a little more. This is almost a U. I'm hovering over the fire, like angled. And then when everything starts moving, I'm gonna go in like this. Straight in. I'm about a half inch past my marks on either side of the bend. Bend. Block it. Mark it. Now I am heating up more glass than I need to. I'm heating up more glass than I need to do what I want to do. But my goal is just to get about half of this bend. Okay. Sometimes you have to stand out here. You never know. I mean, like, you definitely want to be comfortable. But you're going to be holding the glass weird if you want to do crazy stuff. Meaning bending neon. That's crazy. All right, it's ready? Lost it. Now I can do my final little bend here. I'm about an inch away from my mark because I just pulled that out of the fire, really. And I overheated the glass. Didn't overheat it, but I overheated what I wanted to bend to do the last bend, so I could heat it up a little faster during the final bend. Actually, this ain't the final bend. Now you got a squiggle. Mark for my double back. And then on this side, it's still warm. Look from my files right in front of me. Score it back and forth, you can pull it right apart. Then you can take your cork or your microfiber.
Oh my gosh, you got it.
I got it. Microfiber works great on the end that is not so hot, but if you're going to work on it while it's hot, you can use the cork. It doesn't do anything to the cork really. You just want to get a little bit of the powder out of the end. Now it's electrode time. This is perfect for unleaded glass, the newer stuff. I always get that messed up. You got to turn it back some for the leaded glass. I do like a quarter turn with my fires. But I also do that when I'm going to tubulate. As soon as I touch these together, I'll puff. You got to rotate because it really wants to sag. And then you go on the far side of the weld. Heat up all that glass real good. If you go right on the center of the weld, when you go to tubulate, you'll pop your bubble. Ha! There's a mercury trap. Now, I will find a 10 mil cord, plug it. Hover a little bit over top. If you can remember, I'll forget all the time until one cracks on me. Lately, everything's been kosher. This is a 12 mil electrode, 10 mil glass, so you got to heat this up more than this. So I'm kind of hovering out on the outside still, but it's still getting hot. And then when they're close, you can bring them both in, touch them together, puff. Wait about 8 to 10 seconds and then let it sag. Gravity will help you keep it straight too. Then you can go back in. I'm on the far side, I'm on my far mark. Slowly moving towards my close mark. Now I'm heating up everything. Then puff. Gotta wait a few seconds for everything to calm down. But it's still hot for 5 minutes. You touch it, you're burnt. And then you try to work and the burn hurts because you're getting it close to heat. A good burn will hurt for about an hour.
As opposed to a bad burn?
Ha ha ha. Touch a piece of steel. One of my buddies told me, touch a piece of steel after you burn yourself and you'll be all right. Until you let go of the steel. I always got a bottle of water, well, usually, in the freezer. Keep talking about burns, I'm gonna burn myself. Now, I'm gonna bring this around to this side. been long enough. Focusing on my far mark, which you can't see. I'm looking right at it. You only got to do that for a few seconds, 4 or 5 seconds. Then you can pretty much heat up everything. Right before you bend, hit the center for a second or two, then do everything and bend. Huh? Oh, sometimes gets in the way. But don't panic, never panic. That's when everything falls to Don't panic. I'm gonna move this out of the way. It's kind of long. Heat it up about 10 seconds and then you can bend it, puff. It's also a nice handle, which in this case you don't want to use it. You want to grab the glass. Okay, now you find your center. This right here is my bend, my beak. All right, you see how this is? That's fine, but I'm gonna have to make sure when I do my bend, I go underneath it, because if I don't, it's gonna hit it. Uh-oh. Should have put my tubulated electrode on this side. I haven't made them as many ducks as I need to have made. Final bend for my duck. When you're doing bends over here, you want to stay up kind of high. The arcs, you could be down right in the fire. Just about ready. I'm gonna go underneath my other bend. Really close. Here's my duck. Check this out. I'm gonna grab it up here. I'm 5 inches above the flame. I'm going to pull this back out and re-bend it over. Grabbing the wrong electrode. All right, now it's movable. And I'm reheating everything up. This is how you reheat stuff. I'm probably about 6-7 inches above the fire with the double back. Yeah. Now I'm going down in. I just want to move this over. It's in the way of my other double back. I almost ducked myself. All right. Now we're gonna reheat up the beak. This bend's hot though, so I'm gonna use this. Here's my handle. See how I'm doing this? Never want to stress the glass. Now, reheating the beak. You're the one making it, or at least I'm the one making it. Going back in. All right. And that's how you fix a dog. All right. Come here, little ducky. Now, we're gonna pump it. This duck is blue, so with neon, this color of blue doesn't really look cool as neon, so we're gonna add a little bit of mercury. So it's all hot. There's pressure in this tube, which is creating a vacuum.
Don't move it.
It's hot too.
No.
And then when this mercury gets to the bubble, it gets trapped. Trapped. All right, now we're gonna go over here. Hook up the blow hose. System's shut. Here's my file. Cut off 5mm tubulation. Lighter. Lighter.
Later.
Stat. We've been watching House a lot lately.
Rewatch it.
Well, I sleep through it, so I'm finally watching it.
He still sleeps through it.
There's some truth to that. What I'm doing is heating up my tubulation glass to match my manifold, which is this. And then, now that these are in line, I can weld them together. You just want to get comfortable. Doesn't take long because this glass is small, so you push them together and puff. So what I like to do is add a little pressure and then put my tongue over it. And then see it blow up like that. If it didn't blow up like that, I'm not blowing in the tube. I'm just putting pressure in there and then I trap it. And then the heat makes it expand. And then you know you don't have a leak. There's so many tricks you can do to protect yourself when you're pumping something or doing something. This is called mica. You have to put this stuff where there's close bends. Now I'm hooking up my high voltage leads. And then I have this temperature gauge, which I'd use a timer instead of a temperature gauge. And I don't see my timer, so I got that timer on the wall. See that timer on the wall? See, it's blinking 11:43.
No, it won't let me zoom in further. There we
Well, it's blinking 11:40. There you go. That timer, or that clock turns on when we get here, or when I get here. So I've been here 11 hours and 43 minutes. I'm opening my main vacuum up now. And I'm looking to see if I have a leak. I don't have a leak. This would not move if I had a leak. So you draw a hard vacuum. See my swan? That swan is old and dirty. All right, we got a good vacuum. So now you close your gauges. This is the U gauge. That's my vacuum gauge. This is my main. I'm letting some air back in. You plug this hole with your finger, and that's how much air I let in. Immediately the liquid moves. And then you vacuum some back. Well, you want to have it at about 2, and it's about 2. Every piece is different because every piece is a different size. So now you turn on your pump or your transformer. Everything's closed. I got my amps down. Testing it. Everything's good. I'm looking at my clock. I'm at 0.1 amp. 12 mil electrodes. 10 mil glass. That's a great combination. 10 mil electrodes are not easy to work with. So, air heats up quickly. When you see that this liquid in here rising, that means there's air in there and impurities, and it's going to rise faster. So you want to keep that out. Vacuum some of it out. As you're heating this up, it's going to get impurities out and that liquid moves. So, it's been about a minute. Open up your main, let them vacuum out, find your timer. Timers, where are they?
They're usually there or over there.
I was bending plastic and using my timer because it's like 14 minutes exactly, and then you bend it. So you really gotta be. Yeah, I don't see either of them.
Grab your phone and use your timer.
Whatever.
Okay.
I'm using the wall. It's just weird because I always have. I always have a timer right here. All right, that's closed. Close my main. It's been drawing out impurities, letting in some air. As soon as I do that, liquid moves. I'm gonna drop down a little. I just turn my amps all the way back down, and I turn it back on. You can kind of see the air in there. It lights up pinkish. This, with my amps all the way down, is 0.1 amp. I'm remembering to 0.1 amp. I was saying 1 amp forever. There's a point. It's right there.
Mm-hmm.
As this heats up, you want both electrodes to start turning red at the same time. They ain't doing nothing yet. I'm going to increase my amps to about 0.2.5. This, if I put neon in this, it'd light up a pinkish, like a really dark pink. But with argon, it lights up a really bright blue. Some of my customers will only have me use this blue. All right, I'm going to go to 0.3 amps. The electrodes are going to start to change soon. See the impurities? See the electrodes? They're both red at the tips. Get them impurities out. You could even suck them all the way out and add in a little bit of air. Level it out. Turn my amps down. Now I'm turning them up to 3.3. Then once this is all heated up, there's a pump under here that is constantly sucking all the bad stuff out. And you have to wait until everything cools down before you can put the gas in, which takes about 4 minutes. 6 to 8 minutes on hot days. All right, I'm going to 0.4 amps. This isn't really moving anymore, but it is up a little bit. See the electrode starting to get hot? Stay at 4.4 amps. Probably for another 10 seconds or so, and then I'm going to go to 0.5 amps. 2, 3. I'm counting in my head to 10. Huh. Back off a second. Going back to 3. These electrodes can be touchy sometimes. The one tip wasn't getting red. So I backed off. I'm at 0.3 amps now. I'm going to do that for about another 20 seconds, and then I'm going to go to full 0.4. All right. 0.5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They look to be heating up nicely now. There you go. Now, in 5 minutes or so, we'll be back. I don't know what the temperature was. I was gonna say something ridiculous. The duck's done. All cooked. I'm shutting all my gauges. There's the argon gas. They open up the back valve. Now there's some trapped in here. As soon as I open this one, this liquid moves. You do this slowly so you can, not overfill your duck. 4 squirts is plenty. Turn my amps down. I'm checking to see if everything looks good. Everything looks good. Now, I take my tippet torch. Hover over the 5 mil glass. And it's already under pressure. So as soon as it heats up, it seals itself. Then you follow the tube with my torch. There you go. Now it's tipped off. At this point, bring it over here. Hook up your leads. Come on, you can do it. All right. I have not added the mercury yet. You want to make sure everything's going to be good. Oh, look at this. We got a little, what's that going on right there? Something's going on. There's a duck. That's how you make a neon duck.